graduates of econ programs, but then they ended up taking a barista position at a Starbucks, as opposed to as others who are taking positions, let's say, in central bank.
Yeah.
They
Well,
both
only we
reach
ask
the
the
first job by totally
sec-
different first jobs.
sector of their job. Yeah. We asked the mismatch question.
Right.
Maybe we can infer that information from the mismatch. If there's a mismatch.
Hocam, we just mentioned about the job satisfaction. Job satisfaction is the topic of human resource management, I guess. And it is really so hard to calculate people's satisfaction about their jobs because it is also geographical issue. Also, it is all about their job. The engineers or economists, they are not the same. Have same satisfaction from their jobs. You said that we can calculate their job satisfaction, but we don't have really. Can we have really exact results? Really, I'm not sure about that.
Well, first of all, satisfaction issue is a subjective evaluation. Okay. I mean, we can do the same work, but I can satisfied with my job, and then worker may not be satisfied with his job. Okay? It's a subjective thing. So there is nothing that we can do about this. For the other thing, I mean, this sample covers only graduates of economics and business administration, and only maybe extend to the other departments of Faculty of Economics and Administrative Sciences, say for example, industry, international relations, public finance, and so forth. For the engineers, well, we have to do other research.
Okay, I wonder if we can derive some policy implications for the government as well as for university administrations from this research.
Well, policy implication is ben Turkish as the medium of instruction and undergraduate study. Well, I mean, I cannot say this, of course, but well, somehow graduates of the English economics or other departments has more advantage than the others. Well, this is probably because we also control for whether there is a difference in the students by taking the university entrance examination score. Whether if the students may go to the English economics department by she didn't choose to go because she didn't want to study in English. There are some cases, but this is only about signaling. When you graduate and when you go to interview to a private company, you say that, okay, I graduated from a department where the language of instruction is English, so I'm better than those graduated from Turkish departments. Okay, so this is, I think, all about signaling.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. You talked about migration and that you wouldn't present, but can you briefly just maybe tell some numbers if you have it in mind or something like that for English-speaking students compared to Turkish ones?
Migration in which context? Internal, external?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah, if you have some small ideas that might be interesting for
Well,
people
migration
here.
issue was difficult a little bit. I mean, measuring migration, out-migration, going to some other country was easy. But measuring internal migration within the country was hard. Because what happens is that, the student, say for example from Ankara, then takes the university entrance examination and goes to 9 Eylül University and finds a girlfriend there and decides to live in Izmir. Okay, so that's why we have to control for those effects too. But at the end, we found that those graduate from the departments where the medium of instruction is English migrate more than the others. Okay. They are more mobile, and especially going abroad is the ratio of going abroad is higher for the graduates of economics departments. Because at the first, they have no language barrier. Okay, So they can apply for, say, for example, graduate study in Europe, in the United Kingdom, United States. So they usually have no language barriers, but those studying Turkish have first language barriers. So that's why they meet the probability to migrate is higher for the graduates of English departments.
Yes, but to what extent?
Not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Like maybe a percentage or something like that. Do you have it in mind?
What's the number?
Yeah. Well, in our sample there was 96%
Migration.
among this 1,300 going to abroad, and about half of them were graduated from Turkish department. But this is probably the share of Turkish graduates was higher in our sample than the English economics graduates. And also we had like many students getting this green card thing. Because getting green card does not require any language or any personal skills and so forth.
Ispat Hoca, please.
The results for the women, they are very negative. Do you think that it's like, why is that? Is it because it's industry specific, because in economics, business administration related jobs, women just happen not to like their job? Or because we can seem to generalize that the women's labor force participation is the lowest in 13 OECD countries. And that's why the total labor force participation rate is lowest
Well,
in Turkey.
during this collection of the data, I sent an email to the students. I had the information of like 40,000 students graduated from only Anadolu University. So we prepared the online questionnaire by using Google Docs, and I sent an email to them. And in this email, I also asked for the story of finding the first job after graduation. So I collected all of them. I have many stories of the students. So I'm going to put those stories in a box in a book that I'm working on this. So what I see is that it doesn't matter. I mean, even if the woman graduated from university, labor participation is still lower. Okay. I had many students, graduated from a university, say for example, got the economics degree, but choose not to work and stay at the home. I mean, I can tell at least 10 graduates from this sample. Okay, that's one reason. The other one, Anadolu University is an average university. Okay, it's not like Middle East Technical University. So finding a job after graduation is not easy. So for a man, definitely he has to work. I mean, no other choice. Whether the job is good or bad, has to work. But for women, they have a luxury of not to work. So that's why, I mean, this, finding the first job is late for women and they are making less money and so forth. So if we did this analysis for the Middle East Technical University graduate, probably the difference between men and women will be lower.
Reservation rate for women is higher in Turkey, maybe, because of non-market activities.
Yeah,
Or
reservation
social
wage
reasons.
for women is higher than men, of course.
That's
Or
terrible.
discrimination.
Yeah.
It could be discrimination too.
That's a more general problem related to discrimination against women, even in very developed countries.
Or reservation wage might also be same, since actually the potential wage is lower for the women. Maybe they have exactly the same reservation wage, but the wage offered to them is lower. That might be also a possibility.
So for example, the best job, that the graduates of Anadolu University Economics Department is to work at the call center. Okay. So that's a very bad job, and the salary is very low. So who is working? Well, those has to work. So if, say for example, her mother and father university graduate working in a public sector, then she choose not to work. But for the man, the picture is not the same. In any case, because usually the theory says that the relation between the fathers and mothers, education and work, and the student work, the relation disappears. So if you are a high school university graduate, if you are a high school graduate, okay, there is still a close relation between your father's and mother's occupation and your occupation. But if you are graduated from a university, then that relation disappears. Okay.